Hello everyone, welcome back to another quickfire review. You know how we do things on the PG Rappers channel? I'll be explaining what the ship is, its main strengths and weaknesses, how to play the ship, whether you should buy the ship, and finally end the review with a rating out of 10. All of this will be done in 5 minutes or less so you can get all the info you need to know in as short time as possible. So, let's take a look at the brand new premium tier 6 pan-European destroyer, Orkan. Orkan is a lightning hull with a serious consumable shakeup. The most notable change being the addition of radar, making Orkan the first destroyer in Legends to have radar. This understandably has generated a lot of hype, but is the hype justified, or is this another GIMP ship like the Cossack? Orkan's main strengths are of course its 9km radar. Having a radar this strong on a destroyer is insane and a huge asset to your team. Any destroyer contesting you at the start of the game is going to have a very bad time. Oh, and to top it off you have twist and track, so you'll always know where the nearest enemy ship is. In terms of gathering intelligence, Orkan is god tier. Since Orkan is a lightning hull, you of course have those quick turning 360 degree turrets that I adore. Being able to change direction without sacrificing DPM is priceless. And finally you have an OP secondary that does 10,000 damage and... just kidding, it's a complete meme with only 5km range. So forget it even exists. I should add that Orkan of course comes with Jerzy Swirsky free of charge if you don't already own him. Why is this important? Because his base rate reduces your ship's detection by up to 5%, which is an incredibly strong inspiration on destroyers and cruisers. Right, so onto the weaknesses. Obviously you have no smoke, which is huge. You have to plan your engagements extremely well because if you get caught out, you have no quick way of disengaging. You can't pop a smoke and farm like Royal Navy destroyers either, which I've missed greatly as someone who thoroughly enjoys the Lightning. As you might have noticed, Orkan only has 1 rack of torpedoes compared to Lightning's 2. The torps themselves are terrible too, with only a 65 knot speed, 10k damage and 70-second reload, so good luck fending off any battleship that gets a bit too close. While the radar is insanely powerful, 15-second duration really is nothing special. In that time you can get off around 3 to 5 salvos depending on your build, which is not enough to kill a full health enemy destroyer 1 versus 1. Having blue team support is imperative, so don't bite off more than you can chew. The floaty shells make open water gunboating at range difficult. They allow you to exploit islands, sure, but there's not always a friendly spotting for you. On top of this, the lightning hull isn't the best for kiting since most of your firepower is in the front, so not the best. Aggressive gunboating is fine though, as shown in this clip. We've managed to dodge most of the Surrey's fire while also burning him down slowly, and we take him down. Commander wise, you don't have much choice as of March 2021. Jerzy Swirsky is your man, but that isn't a problem since he's one of the best commanders in the game. I've been using Observant Rage for that reduced reload, Mortar for the extra 10% HE and AP damage, Twist and Track which is a no-brainer, Cloudy Days to reduce engine boost reload, and of course the unstoppable legendary skill since you have no smoke to save you if your engine gets knocked out. Sims and Bay are always my go-to inspirations for destroyers, but Mordorf, Burke, Vian and Voilette can work too. For upgrades you want aiming systems, either steering or prop mod depending on your preference, then either steering gears or concealment, again depending on your preference. Personally I went with concealment so I don't have to rely on a frankly meh radar to spot for me. With Orkan you really want to dominate the flank you spawn on from the get-go. I use my concealment to get close enough to spot them, get some shots in, wait for them to smoke up, and then I use the radar to spot them again and finish them off. Then yoink their smoke screen and start lighting up their backline support. Here's a good example. We're pushing into A cap with Orkan. We know there's a destroyer right in front of me thanks to Twist and Track. So I'm pushing towards it, asking for support from my team. We finally get spotted, so I push even more so we can spot them myself. And there he is, there's the Venom. Start opening fire. Still not using radar, of course. He's already lost a third of his health and now he smokes up. He goes dark and then I pop the radar and we finish him off. Sure, you could build for pure gunboat and stealth radar, but 15 seconds just isn't enough to take down another destroyer. And then here's an example from the other side. We're pushing into C cap. We know there's a destroyer in C cap as well because of Twist and Track. The cap gets contested, so I know there's a destroyer in the cap. So I radar to spot for me and there he is. We get 1 salvo, 2 salvo, set him on fire, he smokes up, and he goes dark. He's not even lost, he's lost about a third of his health, so now we can't spot him and we're spotted ourselves and we can't smoke up or disengage, so yeah. So sure, you can use the radar to spot for you, but it's only 15 seconds, so I don't see the point, honestly. Sure, if you have team support, yes, but 1 versus 1, I don't see the point. See, in this clip you can see I have 0 team support, so this ship is so dependent on your team, it's quite unbelievable. So, once you take out the enemy destroyers, what then? Well, you're pretty much useless and are at the mercy of your team. You don't have the torps, HP or firepower to deal with cruisers or battleships yourself, so if they come for the cap you just took, you just have to run and hope a stray torp hits home. Even if one of your torps do hit, you'll only be getting around 5 to 7k damage, or hope they do something incredibly stupid like this Munchin. I keep my cool and stay bow on, so I'm a harder target to hit. Most players here would panic and try and run, but you may as well commit at this point. The Munchin decides to go broadside to fire his rear guns, so I switch directions and turn right to get a better angle with all guns still on target thanks to them being 360 degrees. And yeah, you just learn the hard way that destroy AP stings.
Look at all this damage!
But yeah, playing Orkan can be an incredibly frustrating experience while playing solo. Having a reliable division to back you up, however, is a lot more enjoyable. Am I saying it's unplayable? No. I mean, you don't get top of a team when fully up tiered while having some of the best players I know on your team. It's just that it's too reliant on the blue team when we all know how unhelpful blue teams can be. So, who should buy the Orkan? If you're a player that plays in divisions a lot and can live without good torpedoes, then Orkan is a must buy. For solo players, it's a hard sell. It's incredibly difficult to carry in this ship. Playing Orkan solo just made me wish I was playing Jervis instead. At the end of the day, it's a fun gimmick ship, so if you like your premium ships to be unique, Orkan is a solid buy. Versus destroyers, Orkan is a god tier 10 out of 10. But overall, from a solo player's perspective, I'd give Orkan a 7 out of 10, maybe even a 6.5 out of 10. It pains me to say it, but it's just not that great. It's an incredibly unique and potent destroyer killer, a specialist in controlling caps and gathering intelligence, but lacks the versatility to deal with all threats independently. A one-trick pony in every sense of the word. If you made it to the end, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Please leave any feedback, whether that's positive or negative, in the comments below. In the meantime, take it easy and I'll catch you in the next video.